the stock market, meaning companies' new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving.
The show goes on.
Nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania, presented by Kalshi. The no bullshit approach to all markets, including election betting, cryptocurrency, and the largest casino in the world, the U.S. stock market. We are back, baby. Big thanks to Kalshi for the lead sponsorship, and Elon the dog is a good boy. The election special is going to be off the chain, and what better day to tease it than now with our top story. Look at the Trump bump from the last time we were on this show. Kalshi is going bananas for Trump. We are looking at a 9-point. Okay, we're at 54.46 right now. That is a pretty significant bump. You're going to also see it in a moment in the popular vote market. And then it's hard to get really excited over small moves. But I mean, at this stage, you kind of have to look at the election just a couple weeks away. And Brett Ritchie, I mean, what has happened here? I mean, this is significant, right? We can call this one a significant move since yesterday.
Yeah.
+8, -7.
That's absolutely significant. And even in the general election market, it was 50-50 not long ago, up to 54. And now that is a very robust market, you could say. There's probably billions of dollars bet on it worldwide. So, you know, a 4% move, like Matt yesterday was like, oh, it's a 1% move in the stock market, which is a big move, right? So in something like this, I think 4% is pretty significant. And there's two main reasons why I think, maybe three. Polls came out recently that may have benefited Trump. A, B, there's this slight plagiarism scandal against Kamala. It's not great. And then, as we're going to get to next, her crypto plan and her just general plan is not great.
And I mean, Brett, I'm looking at some of the market moves over the last couple of days. And if anybody is really playing along at home, you'll remember that Market Mania 2.0 started with an exactly 50-50 general market, which I think is absolutely brilliantly perfect for this show. And we have now seen over the last week or so that we've been on, we have seen now a move to Trump. It's not, you're not going to like go nuts here. This is still, I mean, Brett, we're all gamblers here. We're still in coin flip territory, right? I mean, we're still in coin flip territory here.
Yeah, and again, the machine is very strong. The blue machine, it's not that Kamala is some great candidate, but she's backed by the machine. And they're very good at winning elections, even when they have a Joe Biden or a Kamala Harris, somebody that is pretty weak consistently, but they're up against Trump and they have the backing of the machine, and that's always going to be pretty close.
And Matt Glantz, I know that we sort of we're banging Trump here, oh, we're the crypto people. Oh, we want the Elon to happen. But now, Glantz, I mean, like, are you on, can you breathe currently with the current markets?
You're muted, Matt.
And we're going to get Matt Glantz. There we go. There's the man.
Let's go. I don't know. She's still 2-1 favorite for the popular vote, but the popular vote doesn't matter for anything. And she's probably the 1.5 to 1 dog in the electoral vote. It looks like she's fucking up royally every day, especially with this new, black crypto plan stuff nonsense. Like, I don't know. We'll get into that subject, but it doesn't seem like she's doing the right things. But she's going on Fox tomorrow. She's probably going to announce very soon that she's going on Joe Rogan. We'll see how that goes.
I don't know how she's going to make it through a 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast, but I think it's a good chance for her to take. You got to gamble when you're behind.
The good thing is Joe Rogan's always very fair. So if she does well and the right comes out and says, oh, he was giving her the question, all the bullshit, then you'll know they're just full of shit because Rogan's always fair.
For sure.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring us in. And I mean, Tony, we got to basically we got to bring this up right here. the news that I believe, I mean, it's hard to pin down, just like even with Bitcoin price and with like equity prices. Sometimes like, okay, Fed raises rate, market reacts immediately. And sometimes you just really don't know where some of these like prediction market money comes from. But it has to be some high level confidence on what the Harris campaign has done in the last 24, 48 hours with this crypto plan. And then there's a loan, and it's only for black males. Do I have this? I mean, this is great. Tony, yeah, pull that up. I almost can't believe this is real. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, Brett, did you? Of course.
I mean,
this
is ridiculous. It's just pandering. Obviously, they must be polling poorly with black males, so they now throw out this pandering platform. It actually reminds me, Elizabeth Warren in 2020 when she was running, she said, this is when her campaign went completely off the rails. She said she was going to give veto power of her Secretary of Education pick to a random trans child. Okay, this is the same level of pandering. It makes no sense. Why do you want a trans child? Like, are you adults? You should be able to make a good choice without this random kid saying, I don't like it. And here,
Matt Glantz.
No.
I mean, Matt Glantz, the part that jumps out at me, protect cryptocurrency.
How do you do that? It's
investments
risky.
So black men who make them know their money is safe. What about like Asian women? And what about like crypto's the great equalizer? There's no, checks for who you are. Glantz,
it seems like they're unintentionally saying that black men can't protect themselves with crypto. They're not smart enough to understand what's going on, which is a crazy
they're racist
to put out, especially from the Kamala Harris campaign. So, I mean, I just think they're fucking up left and right.
Yeah.
This is the most racist thing I can imagine. It says we're going to legalize marijuana, so finally black men can have a chance. This is insane.
Nobody is more racist than woke liberals outside of actual racists.
It makes me think that this isn't real. But it was tweeted by the Kamala campaign, right? It's legit.
This is the tweet. This is from the Kamala official Twitter account.
It seems like they got hacked. It's so crazy. It can't even be real.
Harris Waltz policy. Like Waltz is sitting there like, Kamala, black men ape into crypto. We need to give them 20K like cushion to connect. I'm buying Mudang here, and so are my black. I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So here's your reactions.
I hope we're getting trolled and this is not a real policy by the Kamala Harris campaign. That's what I'm hoping.
Shout to Zuby, who always keeps it real. And LOL, Greg. I'm going to need, Tony, and I need this in my life. I need that Arthur Hayes, the fucking GOAT, all right, the Arthur Hayes with the clapback, the absolute GOAT. Yeah. And who just happens to be black. Who the fuck cares? Like, he's just a fucking GOAT no matter what. It doesn't matter.
Only these woke liberals care about this. It's crazy. They're so racist.
So you guys don't think that Zuby and Arthur Hayes need to be protected with their crypto investments by the Kamala Harris campaign? Is that what you guys are saying?
Yeah. And then I need Elizabeth Warren to protect me. Thank you, Elizabeth. How are those bank checks working?
Actually, I think you do when you're buying all those emojis. I think you need someone to protect you.
Hey,
Ansem,
that salute emoji goes hard.
Fucking roast her. Ansem needs to roast her too. And I mean, Tony, do we have that video that has not that guy, but the other, where's the other video where like, start at like 40 seconds if you can there, where this is a compilation after Obama gets up there.
We ain't got T.O.
So they sent Obama to come get us and bring us back to the Democratic plantation. They sent Obama back to come get us. He insulted us. He said, I was highly offended when he said the only reason we voting for Donald Trump is because we don't want a woman in president, so we come up with, yo, nigga, shut up.
This is like, there's a compilation. And Obama also, in addition to that Harris Waltz plan, Obama got up there and was like, we need help from the brothers. And like, it's like I think this is backfired. And I think that you can see it very evidently in the prediction markets.
Well, in Obama's defense, he didn't say anything racist or say anything dumb. his thing was fine. It's really all this is the Harris Waltz campaign.
I mean, it's all still pandering, but I mean, I agree that the Harris Waltz thing went like 5 steps over the line. I can't believe anybody approved that to go out.
Dude, these staffers on these campaigns are not smart. Starting with Hillary Clinton in 2016, they live in this liberal bubble, this insane college campus bubble, and their numbers are dwindling. Thank fucking God. And I'm thinking it's just going to be a Trump blowout. California's in play, as Matt and I were talking about the other day. So, yeah.
California
I'm sick of this shit.
Okay. Now, one of the blunders may have been shitting all over Elon, and was that warranted? I think Brett brought up the old GM. Oh, the leader of EVs, GM. Oh, did we forget anybody? And then here's the 50 best AI, companies. Oh, did we leave anybody off this cover? I can't see. Nope, print it, ship it. It's great. Very, very disingenuous. But now, possible scandal here, or possible, is this a valid point? I mean, I think everybody saw the robo-taxi Optimus unveil event. And I mean, Matt Glantz, did Tesla do a Nikola here?
So Thursday night, Tesla had their event. I think it was at 7 p.m. West Coast time after the market was closed. It was a short event, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, where they unveiled the robotaxis and they updated us on the Optimus Prime robots that I think Elon said it's going to cost about $20,000, and he thinks that, I don't know, 3 billion people are going to have one in their home. All these crazy promises. But then it comes out the next day that the robots they showed on stage weren't really autonomous, and they were kind of like dummies with humans with joysticks controlling them, off stage. So it was kind of like a, bait and switch kind of, I don't know. It seems very shady. It seems very reminiscent of the Nikola deal where Trevor Milton had that hydrogen truck riding down the hill, making it look like it was going 60 miles an hour. Very similar to me. Brett, I know you love Elon. I love Elon too.
I like Elon.
This seems shady to me.
It's a little shady, but Elon has always sort of blurred the lines, right, between marketing and reality, and he keeps getting away with it or whatever. But again, he's launching rockets into space and landing them on a raft in the ocean. He has Starlink, like all of his projects and companies are really cool. So there's a big difference between Nikola, which was essentially a complete scam, and Elon, where maybe he blurs the lines a little bit. He's always, I would say, over-promising on a shorter time frame than the reality is. But he kind of keeps getting away with it because stock goes up, price goes up, and he's still shipping incredible products. So I don't put this in the Nikola bucket. I think I would just say that's Elon being Elon again.
Trump being Trump, Elon being Elon.
Yeah.
You just make excuses for these guys.
Kamala being Kamala with the pandering senselessly. That's her being her.
If you're dropping robot taxis and then the next day you go out and catch the biggest rocket ever made, you're saving the astronauts that NASA and Boeing can't get. I mean,
you're bringing internet to the flooded territory.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. You built a rocket company to launch the worldwide internet that you now have. I'm going to give him one fake robot. And you could also pop off on Twitter for the next week.
We all love Elon. There's no question about that. He changed the world. He's one of the most brilliant people ever. So we all agree on that. It's just this one instance. We just got to be fair. This is fucked up.
Okay, all right.
I give it a half. It's semi fucked up.
I saw a couple of the videos. I never assumed that they were fully autonomous pouring drinks. I assumed I just didn't. I thought it was just
that's the other thing is I actually don't even care.
That's the cute little test.
I don't have a plan to get a robot. I don't.
Oh, I could use a robot. I'll get a robot here. Doing some fucked up shit.
I'll wait till they
It's great.
Speaking of frauds.
Okay. Yep. Tony, the producer, is going to join us here. Tony.
I wasn't talking
about for us today.
No, I caught your meaning there.
Oh, that's the realest one in the game.
Fan.
Realist in the game right there.
That's right. Well,
what do you got?
It's mailbag time, and I just wanted to pop in and show you some of the things that our fans and followers have been sending us. Now, one conversation we had on X a little bit earlier today was somebody wanting Matt's opinion of this. This is being played off on kind of the mainstream media as a big major gaffe by Trump, who's they're saying bizarrely stopped his rally and just started dancing to music. So here's some of the footage from that, and then we'll get your opinion.
Music, please.
Everyone, let's thank President Trump.
Nice and loud.
God bless you. Let's send President Trump back to the White House.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Weird song. I mean, it's a little weird.
Okay, so if he told everyone to drink the Kool-Aid in there, they'd all drink it, right? They wouldn't question it. I mean, it's a cult. We all know it's a cult. I mean, look at what we just watched. It's just
Spider-Man emoji with the Democrats.
I mean, you could have put Kamala in his body right there, and she would have done the same thing. It's just crazy. It's a cult. People love him, and they'll drink the Kool-Aid, and we'll see what happens in a month.
I just got to say, I love that the first song was the one that they play in Sopranos all the time. And then the second song, the Hallelujah song, everybody thinks that's the sweet Christian song, but it's really written by a Jewish composer talking about a sad little ejaculation. So I don't know why politicians keep using that Hallelujah song. They really got to look
I didn't know that.
But
we're going to have to fact check that one. I'm going to get a Google on that.
Shout out to the Jews.
Yeah, well, I'm just like, I think that this is people just making something out of nothing. I think I heard there were some members of the crowd that were having a medical emergency, so he just stopped the rally and played some music while they cleared out the emergency. I don't know if that's true or not. It's unconfirmed. But to turn this into something like a Trump senior moment, I just feel like the left is so desperate to have a senior moment coming off of Trump after we've been subjected to them for months from the Biden side. And now the Kamala moments, they're not senior moments, but they're certainly moments. I think they're looking for any sign of senility.
This is no big deal. This is just nonsense. It's just more of the same nonsense. No big deal.
But the thing is,
ladies and gentlemen, don't take any of our Trump bets as us loving this particular candidate. You have seen where the American politics sit today. It is a dumpster fire everywhere you look.
This guy is a shame to the BTC letters. This guy's one of the most disingenuous people on the planet. Brian Tyler Cohen.
Yeah, and it's
never heard of him.
Over 700,000 views, millions of subscribers, and it's just always this bad faith stuff coming out of the left. I'm open to argumentation.
Non-stop.
This is just also bad faith. Like, we can't see through it. But
guys, I understand Trump is a victim. Trump is always a victim. We don't have to defend Trump. Guys, he'll be all right.
Enemy of the people.
And with that banter, thank you very much.
We got a couple other mailbag questions.
Oh, let's just do one more here.
Mailbag number 2. Let's go.
Let's see. Let's grab this one.
Seamless.
BYRN. Is that a good entry price? Let's take a look at it. There's the 5-day. Right now it's at a little over almost $15. Did you get a chance to look at this, guys? What do you think?
So it's a little technology company, 300 million market cap. They make those personal safety devices. I guess little shoulder-fired launchers and stuff like that. Not kidding. That's what they make. The stock's up a lot this year, and it's closer to the high, the year-to-date high than it is the low. I'd rather own this. I'd rather be long the stock than short it, but I don't really know much about it. I don't think any of us do.
No, I never even heard of it, so I trust Matt's expertise on this topic.
Shoulder-mounted launchers?
Yeah.
I'm in. I know nothing about this equity, of course. Of course I know nothing about this. This ain't my bag, although it's very close to my name. It's one character away from my first name. So
the shoulder launchers aren't what you think. They're I believe they're like pepper spray and other stuff like that, like defensive devices from your shoulder that just launch, I don't know, into a crowd.
That's going to be used. I tell you, Democrat or Republican victory, that stuff is going to be used to quell the plebs that come and protest either way. That is going to be needed. Do we have any more mailbag? Have we emptied our bag?
I think we have one more mailbag, Tone. But if not,
the question is, can Kamala win the popular vote, or can Trump win the popular vote? And I'm going to say yes. We already bet that, but the reason we bet it was to swing trade sell it at once the first polls come in. So I don't think we're going to hold it through the election. But again, we're up 8 cents now since where we bet it. So I like it more back when we did buy it versus right now. And then I'm just going to handle that one. And then in YouTube, we got a question. What is your favorite equity pick for 2025? Mine's not an equity, but I'm just going to say Dogecoin.
Way to answer the question, Brett.
Do you have an actual favorite equity, Glance? Because I know they'd want to hear it from you. No offense.
Yeah, my favorite equity. Let me find a coin. What about the rocket emoji? I mean, the guy asked, "What's your favorite equity pick?" And Brent's like, "I don't. It's not an equity pick, but I like Dogecoin."
Hey, would you rather be right or you want to look smart?
Hard to ignore Bitcoin.
You know what?
Hard to ignore.
There is a stock I like. It's called VKTX. It's Viking Therapeutics. They're making I talked about the show before. They are making the oral version of Ozempic. So if they pass all their FDA approvals nonsense, I think they actually have a big meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. But that's a stock I would look at. That's an easy double if they get approved.
Hard to ignore Bitcoin today, up big. Flying over to about 67,000 per coin USD fiat currency. And with that mailbag, after our sack has been emptied, we are going to seamlessly transition to the Market Mania pick of the day. Safety glasses are on. This is not investment advice. Hat affixed. Glance has the back scratcher going. Matt Glance, what is your pick of the day?
I like shorting Tesla here. Tesla is 220 and a half. Can you do that one more time?
2 for 1. 2 for 1 today.
Tesla short, 220 and a half. I don't trust the latest Elon shenanigans, even though I love Elon. But earnings are coming out in either next week or the week after. I think it's next week, actually. And I think the margins are dropping. I've had 2 Teslas. I'm an owner of the Model S and the Model 3. But, I bought the Model S in 2016. It's 2024. The car is exactly this. The brand new Model S is basically the same car I have. So I don't get it. They don't really improve the cars other than the technology. But it doesn't look any nicer. It's not any more luxurious. So
the range is farther?
They're going to suffer.
Is the range getting farther?
Minimally.
Okay.
If anything, the technology gets better, but the cameras are better, but the frame of the car is still the same for 8 years. I don't get it.
Short Elon at your own peril. Brett Ritchie, what is your pick of the day?
My pick of the day, I'm going back over to Kalshi, similar to Matt, except I like to bet no on Elon, richest person in the world. I want the field just in case Bezos or Larry Ellison or the Bernard Arnault guy or Jensen Huang. I'm just going to read the whole board. You guys have eyes too, mostly. Anyway, I think that there's a chance, whether it's the Tesla stock crashing, the election going poorly, that Elon, you're getting pretty good odds on not Elon. So I'll take a gamble here.
Double Elon short from my co-host. Wouldn't have guessed it myself. I'm going old school on you, and you wanted a proper pick of the equity markets. I am going to return us, even on a day where Bitcoin's flying too. I'm going to return us to the S&P 500. That is my pick of the day because we do need a little bit of sanity in Market Mania. And the S&P 500 has been basically the best place to park money to get exposure to the U.S. equity markets, which is just the top 500 companies that build the most value. They build value. There's real companies. There's earnings. There's business function. And you're actually investing in something. And if you got to park money somewhere, the S&P 500, at least for some percentage of the portfolio, I mean, that is still attractive to a 2011 Bitcoin guy. Still like a little slice. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for joining us for yet another issue of Market Mania. It's an issue today. I'm going to leave you with one, like we always do, from a modern day poet that sort of captures the essence of what we're all about. This one is by the Coop and Dead Prez from their old school song Get Up, and it goes a little something like this: you got to get up right now. Turn the system upside down. You're supposed to be fed up right now. turn the system upside down. Get up! Little leftist call to action for you guys today. It's a good way to end. Please like and subscribe to this show on YouTube. You pump our numbers, and then we get to stay here and do this all the time for you. Hit up Kalshi, kalshi.com/Market Mania. Make an account, bet your money on the election. Why not? That's a fun thing to fire on. And of course, we're always on Twitter X, @Market Mania Show. You hit us up, you get into our sack, and then the mailbag will contain your spew as well next time. That's it for today. We will see you tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it's lights out.
I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl. Switch it up. I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard, got the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury. However turning, we're how we're turning. Can't lie like it's Mississippi burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine to look the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind. Was afraid of the time. Strobe light like in the moonlight. I'm in the mood right now. How about tonight? My interview's